morning, students. I hope you all are doing good. Take care of your health and follow the guidelines provided by the government. Introduction. Now, this chapter provides a glimpse of how the British East India Company expanded its power in India and exploited Indians, how they robbed landlords and farmers of their land, created situations that led to famines, and pushed patriots to launch widespread massacres. 1757 to 1849. In India of 1757, the East India Company was in a strong position. Compared to the Indian princes, they had superior weapons. Besides, Indian princes were short sighted in their approach to the events of the time. Indian princes were fighting each other. They often sought the help of the company to defeat other princes. This worked in favor of the company. It could easily subdue these princes one after the other. However, the brave Tipu Sultan of Mysore fought the British. He died in the battlefield fighting the English. So, Umar, please tell who fought against the British and how did he die? The answer is Tipu Sultan of Mysore fought the British. He died in the battlefield fighting the English. 1765 to 1836. The social fabric was in bad shape. Religious leaders preached absurd practices like untouchability and child marriage. In truth, Indians had lost their self respect. The British scorned them, the farmers and the artisans were the worst hit. Heavy taxes ruined the farmers. The British cut the thumbs of expert artisans. The British used every method to make maximum profits. The imports from England became tax free. So, Anvi, could you tell me what did the religious leaders preach? The answer is religious leaders preached absurd practices like untouchability and child marriage. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, 1772 to 1833. Ram Mohan Roy understood what was wrong with the country. He tried to reform the society. He taught people that the main precepts of all religions were the same. He emphasized the practical use of knowledge. He went to England. There he reminded the British that rulers too had a duty towards their subjects. He started newspapers in India. The suspicious British stopped them in 1823. So, Aisha, please answer, how did Raja Ram Mohan Roy reform the society? Answer is Raja Ram Mohan Roy taught people that the main precepts of all religions were the same. He emphasized the practical use of knowledge. He started newspapers in India. Oppression 1765 to 1835. In 1818, a resolution was passed. Under it, an Indian could be jailed without trial in a court. The British officers drew large salaries. Besides, they made fortunes in business. By 1829, Britain was exporting goods worth 7 crore rupees to India. Even the British Governor General of India, Bentinck, reported to England. The bones of cotton weavers are bleaching the plains of India. Thus, the British prospered on the ruins of Indian industry. So, Raza, answer, what was the resolution passed in 1818? The answer is under the resolution, an Indian could be jailed without trial in a court. Dissatisfaction 1835 to 1856. In 1835, Lord Macaulay suggested that the medium of education in India should be English. The proposal was carried. The aim was to produce an army of clerks to assist the British. It happened, but it also produced a new generation of intellectuals. Some of them tried to educate the masses. Some decided to convey the grievances of the people to the British Parliament. So, Khushi, can you say why did the British change the medium of education in India to English? The answer is the British changed the medium of education in India to English to produce an army of clerks to assist the British. This also produced a new generation of intellectuals. Revolt 1857. The revolt started at Meerut. The sepoys who had revolted marched to Delhi. They were shouting slogans in favor of Bahadur Shah Zafar. The rebellion spread wider. Many landlords had lost their lands. They helped the revolt. Zad, could you answer? How did the revolt of 1857 spread? The answer is the sepoys who had revolted marched to Delhi. They were shouting slogans in favor of Bahadur Shah Zafar. Many landlords who had lost their lands also joined the revolt. This helped spread the revolt. The fight for freedom 1857. Many rulers like Hazrat Mahal of Lucknow were bitter. The English had taken away their kingdom. Popular leaders like Maulvi Ahmadullah of Faizabad urged the common man to revolt. Azimullah Khan told Tantia Tope to make Nana Sahib the leader of that war of independence. All over North India, the people fought pitched battles against the British. 80-year-old Kunwar Singh of Bihar received a bullet in his wrist. He just cut it off. Throwing it into the Ganga, he said that it was his last offering. Amya, tell me what was the last offering of Kunwar Singh? The answer is 80-year-old Kunwar Singh of Bihar received a bullet in his wrist. He just cut it off. Throwing it into the Ganga, he said that it was his last offering. Home assignment. Now, students, here is a set of questions for you to answer. Question number 1. Do you think the Indian princes were short sighted in their approach to the events of 1757? Question number 2. In what ways did the British officers exploit Indians? Question number 3. Who was Tipu Sultan? What happened to him? Question number 4. Why did Ram Mohan Roy go to England? What did he tell the British there? And question number 5. What did Macaulay suggest in 1835? So that's it, students. Thank you.
Dear children, during the current times, the entire mankind across the globe is suffering. But we also know that prevention is better than cure. Enhancing the body's immunity will play an important role. So, eat a diet high in fruits and vegetables, exercise regularly, maintain a healthy diet, and get adequate sleep. Thank you. Take care.